Well, hello, you beautiful soul. And of course, I'll be happy to answer your question about what do you say to people post deconstruction. But I just want to put this out here first. I want to give you permission to have boundaries about what your conversations are about and who you're talking to. Because I do believe one of the hardest things to do is to explain your deconstruction, especially at the beginning when you just get going, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you believe, and you don't know where you'll end up. And that is okay. Because more than likely, something is compelling you to keep moving forward into that spiritual wilderness. Because for many of us, what's drawing us into the spiritual wilderness feels more authentic and sacred than anything we're leaving behind. But how do you explain that experience to someone who is probably rooted into a dogma that exists in duality, that says you either believe this way or you're going to hell? And for many of us, deconstruction teaches us that it's more sacred to live with the and, that many things can be true. You can find spirituality inside religion, and you can find it outside of religion. So, as a baby deconstructionist, I will often encourage people to keep your walls really high and your moats really deep. And if at all possible, avoid conversations with people who feel like they have some kind of authority over you where they can demand you answer to them about your spirituality. Because in reality, many of us had that kind of experience in church where we felt obligated to explain our spiritual journey, and more than likely, you are still holding on to some of that belief, and all of a sudden you find yourself over-explaining and it getting really uncomfortable. You don't need that. Now, as you continue on this journey, you'll want to check in with those boundaries to see how you're feeling. You'll get more confident in your spiritual journey. As you learn more about who you're going to be, you start to heal and you reclaim your spirituality. But there is absolutely no judgment on how high you keep your walls and how deep you keep your moat. You do you spiritually. But let's talk about one specific phrase that people will use, and that is, I'm going to pray for you. Because you made this comment on the video about letting it slide, and some of us can let that slide. It's all about the context. Some people may offer that out of kindness, but if it's still triggering to you, you can say something because they're reflecting their faith, and that may no longer be meaningful to you. And I've got more to say, but somehow I lost 10-minute videos, so I'm going to say this. You are not obligated to answer any questions about your spirituality. Do not be afraid to speak up against someone who's attempting to suffocate your beliefs or your spiritual journey, or remove yourself from the situation. I hope this helps. I'm cheering you on from here.